Hello everybody, welcome to R-BoP, Riddick's Book of Philosophy. This is where I get to talk about what I want to talk about and say what I want to say. Alright guys, you saw the title. This episode is going to be about software. Now it's not going to be an end-all be-all on software. We're just going to talk about it a little bit. This is going to be an ongoing topic, I'm sure, because software is very intricate and there's a lot of stuff you can do when we're talking editing software. And I'm sure there'll be questions and we'll readdress it until we are satisfied or damn good. I'm still learning software. Okay. Before I continue, I want to throw this out. This episode we're going to be talking about specifically PowerDirector. Okay, I have been using PowerDirector 12. And my guest speaker is also using the same software, although he's using the 13 version. I'm soon to upgrade when I get back to the world, back to America. Now, anyone else that's out there, if you are using a different software, if you would like, while we explore this, shoot me a short video. 1 to 5 minute video if you want to explain your software or tell why you use it, and you can send that video to me using a website called WeTransfer.com. Okay, and you will need my email address to send it to me. The email address is riddickbop@gmail.com. You could also go to the About tab when you get to the main page of R-BoP, and my email address is there as well. All right, guys. But WeTransfer.com allows you to send up to a 2 gigabyte size file. If you're doing a 1 to 5 minute video, it shouldn't be that big. Please keep them short, as short as possible, guys, and in a format that will be easily used by me. All right. So please do that, and we can continue on with other types of software if you have that. All right. Editing software can be inexpensive. The free stuff, like I'm using here right now currently, Windows Movie Maker, which comes free with Windows. And then there is a free version. I'm not sure the name of it. I'll look it up and I'll post it right here. See, I pointed to that before I even knew what it was, but that's the right answer. Free version for Apple. All right, guys. And then you go all the way up to the expensive versions, like, what's an expensive one? Right on the tip of my tongue. What is that software? Photoshop, I think it is. You got those Photoshop versions of software. Those are very, very, very expensive, all right? And I think you got like a Sony Vega and other software that can be expensive, all the way up to the professional level, all right, guys? This software, the importance of it is the paid versions are you can do more stuff, all right? Now, what I mean by more stuff. With the free versions, you can cut and edit, add some little different transitions, change the color, put some filters in to make it black and white or a magenta and things like that. And you can get a video done very well. I'm doing that with R-BoP. But you're limited, extremely limited. It's a good place to start to learn, because that's where I learn, and then you can expand from there. So from there I try to download a couple free versions. Be careful with that, guys, because along with free versions are their trial and they end, or sometimes they'll get you to the point where you gotta buy it, and then you're risking viruses too. So make sure you find something that's reputable. And then I found PowerDirector. I got it off of Amazon.com, and it was a download. All right, I paid for the online download, so I didn't have to wait for a disc, because I really wanted to do a video that day and I was impatient. All right, guys. PowerDirector allows me to split my audio and video, to separate the video track from and the audio track. Okay, guys, thus allowing me to add separate audio. Okay, if you looked at the audio episode, if not, go back and click on there. The link to that video is right here. There is a dual system audio that I use and some of the other YouTube personalities use, is where you record a separate audio track, separate from what your your camera is recording, and then you split it, you delete I call it the trash track, the track from your camera, and you add and sync the track, your really clear audio from your recording device. So PowerDirector allows me to do that. Excuse me. PowerDirector also gives me the ability for green screen. You know how you got those funky special effects behind you while the guy's talking, you know he's not standing in a bubbling pool of lava, but there's lava behind him. That type of stuff you can do with PowerDirector. All right, guys, I haven't learned how to do that yet. I have an idea, but I'm learning. All right, guys, but this software, the editing software, allows you to enhance your videos, to edit your videos, to cut out what you don't want, to correct some things. You can correct sound somewhat. You can correct your colors if your white balance isn't correct, and we'll talk that when we get to cameras. The software allows you to do things like that, up to special effects in some versions. All right, guys. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to bring in my friend. I'm going to let him introduce himself so he can talk a little bit about the editing software. Not only is editing software important, but there's also another thing that is very important, and he's going to cover this in very much detail. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to have to edit the footage that he sent me, because he sent me a lot. But what I am going to do is I'm going to upload his video in its entirety as a private video. And if you want to look at the whole thing, just shoot me a message to the same email address that I gave you, and I can give you access to that entire video. All right, guys. Anyway, T-Roy, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Hey, Phil. Appreciate you having me on your channel, man. R-BoP. I like that. Riddick's Book of Philosophy. I think it's going to be a good channel for you, man. Wish you much success with it. And again, I appreciate you having me on. I'm honored to do this for you. We're going to talk about some editing software. Oh, and here you go, Phil. Cheers to you, brother. Wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. All right, bro. Now, before I get into the editing software that I use, I want to make perfectly clear. I've been doing this for a few years now, like 3 years. I started using the same editing software that I'm still using, so I stuck with it. But I have taken my computer up a few notches, and your computer has a lot to do with how quickly your editing software can render your videos. So it's best to get the best computer that you can afford. And you're rendering video, I mean audio too, but video is where you're really going to max out at quite a few computers, unless you really have a beefed up computer. Just to give you an idea, the videos that when I render them and process them and format them in a way that YouTube can use them, and I think I use the MT2S, I believe is how you call it. It's based on the MP4 format, but it's MT2S or M2TS. I use that format, and then I'll upload to YouTube. But just to give you an example, let's say I've got a 10-minute video. I've edited it down to where I want it, and now I need to render it and process it in that M2TS video format so I can upload it to YouTube. A 10-minute video takes about 10 minutes to render and process into that new format, and that's when I upload it up to YouTube. These videos these days, especially the 1080p format, which is what I use, that's going to push a computer that you just get from Walmart to its max. So you do some search and get you a good computer. Now on to the editing software, as Phil was inviting me on here to talk about. Sorry I rambled all that about computers, but it's really important. Really important. Get you a good computer. The editing software that I've been using for the last 3 years, again, I started off with it. It's CyberLink PowerDirector, and I started off with PowerDirector 10. I figured out everything I could about it. I learned it, and I still use it. And in fact, the last couple of months, maybe 3 months ago, I upgraded to the latest version of it. It's PowerDirector 13. When I went looking for an editor, a video editor, I did some searches, and I wanted something that was sub $100, you know, less than $100, and also wanted something that was going to be very robust. You need to make sure that it's something that can be usable in the near future, at least for the next year and a half. I like the Cyberlink PowerDirector, and I've got to state too, it is Windows based only. This will not work on a Mac. Whatever software you choose to do your video editing, make sure you double check those specs for that software and make real sure your computer is compatible. The Cyberlink PowerDirector, though, at least the 13 model that I'm using now, the version 13, I can do up to 100 tracks of different audio and video and transitions and photos, whatever. You know, 100 different tracks. I'm never going to use that many. I don't foresee me using that many. At the most, maybe I use 5 or 6. A lot of the guys that are really into the videos shoot multiple cameras. You know, 3, 4, 5, 6 or more cameras. This Cyberlink PowerDirector can handle that. It will sync multiple camera views. It will sync multiple audio channels from different pieces of equipment that you're recording audio on. That all can be incorporated and adjusted and tweaked and synced in Cyberlink PowerDirector. It's very robust, it's very fast if you have a good computer. And the audio, you can take your audio and separate it and transition it around a little bit if you need to. Your pictures, you can do slideshows, you can mix in pictures in your video and audio and whatnot. If your color is off, you know, if your white balance is off on your video, it'll adjust that for you automatically, or you can get in there manually and adjust it. It also has chroma, like the green screen. If I put a green screen behind me, how y'all like this view? I got a green screen behind me right now. No, I don't. But if I did, I could put whatever picture I want on that green screen through the editing software. What else does it do? It handles every format of video quality that's out there. I mean, it can do 3D. It can do 4K videos, the new 4K TVs. I'm doing it in 1080p. I'm shooting 60 frames per second. And the highest quality at 60 frames that I can get this camera to do. So it's a lot of stuff that's involved. I know the audio was talked about by Russ and Dan here on the R-BoP channel, and that was a great video. If y'all haven't seen that, go check that out too, the last one. The video editor that you use is really dependent on what you want it to do. Again, I chose this one. I stuck with it. I love it. If I move to a Mac operating system, I'll probably use one of the Adobe products. But for now, this is working for me. It looks great. I've had a lot of compliments on my video quality. And it's not just the video editor though. It's my camera, it's my computer, it's my lighting, it's the sound. You know, it's a lot to all of this. But y'all just check around. It depends on your price level as well. And also too, they have, which I've got this, what they call the PowerDirector Suite. It comes with audio director and photo director and all of that. All these different director programs from Cyberlink can all talk to one another. So if I'm shooting a video and I've got a problem with the audio, you know, like I've got a loud a siren, a cop car running by or something, you know, I can tell my PowerDirector, hey, I need to edit that audio. It will open Audio Director, let me audit that siren out, save that, put it back in PowerDirector, and then I can leave my video and run it without hearing the siren. You know, so it'll do stuff like that. The different programs from Cyberlink, they all talk to one another. So that's another plus in their favor, in my opinion. And I just love it. I appreciate Phil having me on today, and I hope I didn't run too long, Phil. I apologize. I'm I'm just kind of rambling. My phone went off a little while ago telling me that I'd done run up past 5 minutes, so I apologize for the length of this. But I'm real passionate about the video quality, and I can't stress enough about the equipment really matters, including the editing software. Get the best you can afford and stick with it, learn it in and out. And your videos will turn out great as well. So that's what I have. This is Troy from T-Roy Cooks. Phil, we appreciate you doing this R-BoP channel. I enjoy having these little chats. And if you need me again, let me know. Hope you get back soon, man. I want to see that beautiful UDS smoking some good barbecue, buddy. So get back soon, stay safe, and have a safe trip back. We'll see you as soon as we can, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Cheers to you, buddy. Thanks again. T-Roy out.
Thank you, Troy. I really appreciate it, guys. As with all of my guests, I really appreciate it because he did not have to do this for me. So I really appreciate it, Troy. That beer looked good, man. I'm in a non-alcohol environment. I was looking at that beer. All right, guys. Now, I want to answer a question. I'm pretty sure some people have asked, render. What does that mean? Rendering in your editing software is when everything is compiled, guys. All of your pictures, all of your sound, all of your clips. In my case, even my guest appearance footage, all of that is combined, rendered into one single file. And in most software, current software, you get to choose the type of file you want it rendered into. All right, guys. Now, speaking of questions, if you have a question, guys, and you'd like to send it by way of a video question, feel free to shoot a short little question video, 1 minute or so. Be short, sweet, and neat about it, and then send it to me. Once again, like I said at the beginning of the video, once I get that, then I'll answer it by way of obviously a video response. Now, along with that, I would like to, listen carefully everyone, I'd like to build a knowledge pool, okay, a knowledge pool. Tell your friends, or if you're listening, guys, if you would like to be part of that knowledge pool, and what I mean by that is I'm going to build a database or a list of go-to people, all right? I get a video question or a question, I can submit it. Hey guys, the question from R-BoP this week is whatever the question is, but I'll send it, click knowledge pool, that'll populate all the people that are wanting to be involved with that, and hit send. Then that person or you guys in the knowledge pool can answer the question either by a video answer or just an outright answer if I don't know the answer to the question, and then I'll compile the video, and in the best case scenario to be a video question and then a video answer by me and maybe a couple other of my friends or the knowledge pool. All right, guys, why is that important? It's because soon, shortly, I'm going to start addressing more intricate things like cameras, equipment, lighting, dollies, camera angles, sound, what's the difference between a medium shot, a close shot, an extreme close-up, that type of stuff, guys. And the more information that I have access to, the better information you will get. I hope that makes sense. Hope that came out right. All right, guys. So if you are interested in being part of that knowledge pool, please send an email. Hey, Phil, I'm interested. Here's my email address. Well, I obviously have it. Send an email to riddickbop@gmail.com. Once again. All right, guys. Now, once again, not only is the editing software important, but like T-Roy said, Troy, the computer that you use is also very important, guys. All right. When it comes to computers, and when it comes to most things, guys, you get what you pay for. All right. If you're serious about maintaining, and having a YouTube channel, guys, you might want to invest as you can to upgrade. All right. That's what I'm in the process of doing. All right, guys. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. And having said that, oh no, there's one more thing I want to say. Coming up this Saturday, on this date, there is going to be a live feed by JB from Louisiana Cajun Recipes. That's his channel. He's been smoking and cooking for a long time, been watching it for years. Anyway, he's having a live feed with some guest chefs slash guest YouTubers, all right, YouTube channel folk. And I guess I have increased my popularity to the degree where he has invited me, this guy, to be one of the guest hosts on this live feed coming up this Saturday. If you would like to partake, you guys shoot me a message once again to that same email address, and I will send you an invite to be able to see the live feed. Those of you that are looking at this after the fact, you can just go to his channel and find the live feed, because after it's shot, it automatically saves to his channel, so you can see that. All right, guys. So hope to see you there. Subscribe to his channel if you like smoking, cooking, and barbecuing and a laugh. And also T-Roy, you can click and subscribe to him if you like his channel. And with that, guys, I will see you when I see you.